and welcome to today's YouTube video. Today we are going to be talking about the magic of the 20-hour fast, specifically for women who are transitioning through seasons of menopause. Welcome. My name is Ann Parham. I am the creator of the online course, The Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman, where I teach you how to practice and really implement into your everyday life the 20-hour fast so that you can reap all of the benefits that you say that you really want for yourself and have the opportunity to look and feel your best and live your most authentic life. So I have been coaching on the 20-hour fast for a little over 7 years. I have been living the 20-hour fast lifestyle for almost 8 years. It is the fasting protocol that I use to reverse a lot of the things that were really ailing me when I transitioned from perimenopause into postmenopause and the first several years of transitioning into this new lifestyle with my hormones. It all started for me when I was diagnosed as a pre-diabetic in my very early 50s as I made that transition. And I was absolutely floored by that diagnosis because I was a health coach at the time, teaching women how to use nutrition and fitness to get the body that they wanted and get the energy that they wanted and all the health benefits of living a really healthy lifestyle with nutrition and fitness. So how did I end up a pre-diabetic when I know all the things to do to not be a pre-diabetic? It was simply a shift in my hormones, specifically estrogen. And when estrogen starts to drop, we have hormones that try to sort of balance things out. And the hormone that is causing so many women so much strife is insulin. As estrogen drops, insulin starts to rise. And so, for so many women who have never really had insulin problems before, we tend to fall into insulin resistance, which then turns into diabetes, which happened to me. If you don't catch it soon enough, you can become a full blown diabetic. And this is where the 20-hour fast has been really magical. So let me explain to you what happens to your body's chemistry and hormonal makeup when you are practicing a 20-hour fast. So we have the 0 hour, and that's really when we start our fast. It's just when you basically had your last meal, or it's the last opportunity you've created to put something inside of your body that could shift your hormonal or chemical makeup or create an opportunity for insulin to respond to something. So we call that the 0 hour, or that's where we start our fast. From 0 to the 12th hour, you are what I call fasting, meaning you are not putting anything into your body that's new. So it is fasting or abstaining from putting something into your body. When we hit that 12-hour mark, that is when our insulin has dropped low enough that it's at that baseline level, simply because we are fasting or not creating a new insulin response within our body. So fasting from 0 to 12. Now, this is where it gets really fun and so life-changing for so many women. From the 12-hour to the 16-hour mark, that's really a standard fast. You probably hear a lot of people talk about the 16-8 protocol. A lot of athletes use it. A lot of people use it just to maintain a fasting lifestyle, to maintain some maybe health benefits or physique benefits. It's really, really popular in the physique world of fasting. And what people, usually younger people, like to do to maintain low body fat and a really lean, healthy body. So that's the 16-8. Then there's the 18-6. Again, very popular in a lot of different communities. Again, if people just enjoy fasting because they like to have the ease of their life of not having to chase down food all the time, or they're using it to complement maybe a fitness lifestyle that they are really enjoying, then the 18-6 is also really popular. Now, here's where the 20-hour fast has created so much magic for women in the results they say that they really want for themselves. And it's simply just time in a fasted state. So when your insulin has dropped back down to its baseline levels, that's where we've changed the hormonal makeup of our body. We're no longer running off of yesterday's energy or yesterday's food energy, and our body has an opportunity to dip into storage and utilize all of the things that we say we're unhappy about with our health or our body or our energy, and your body will be quote unquote forced to go inward and find energy that it needs to sustain you. And so 16 hours is really great for people who would be considered healed or not battling hormonal issues or weight issues or body fat issues or any kind of health issues or even energy issues. 16 hours is great. I say 18 hours is also great if you're healed and you're not complaining about anything and you're feeling fantastic and you like the way you look. I say 18 hours is also a really great place to stay in a maintenance mode. But again, that extra 2 hours just gives your body an opportunity to spend 2 more hours in a healing state because fasting, when we go from abstaining from putting new things in, our insulin drops and we hit that 12-hour mark, we're in that fasted state, which really does provide an opportunity for our body to heal. This is where autophagy takes place, that self-cleansing, self-healing environment that our body just knows what to do when food is not present. And it'll go in and find what it needs to keep you alive, happy, and healthy. So all we're doing is extending the maintenance time frame for very popular fasting protocols an additional 2 hours to stay in that healing state just a little bit longer. Once you hit that 20-hour mark and you start reaping these benefits from increased energy, brain fog going away, you're seeing inflammation decrease in your body, your hunger hormones were balanced out, so you won't get those pangs of hunger that you get when you're not fasting or maybe just not fasting long enough. And you'll be able to sit in that state of hungry, allowing your body to feast internally on all of the things that you say you want to have reversed. Your body will do the work for you. Now, there is a little bit of mental and emotional buy in that comes with the 20-hour fast because you are reducing your feasting window to just 4 hours. And within that 4 hours, you want to make sure that you're feasting well so that your body can utilize this opportunity tomorrow. And what I mean by that is in that 4 hour feasting window, you want to think about what kind of healing opportunity do I want my body to be able to take advantage of tomorrow when I'm in that 20-hour fasted state? So you really want to make sure that you're making informed decisions based off the feedback that your body is giving to you. And what I like to say about nutrition in general to people all over the world is that nutrition is very personalized. You are the only one that's going to be able to differentiate from food that is working for you and food that is not working for you. Some of the indicators that the food choices that you're making are not working for you is that you're not getting into that energized sense of calm in your fasted state, meaning that your body has had ample time to not only fast, but also enter that fasted state and turn inward off of storage. If what you're feasting on in your 4 hour window takes more time than the fasting window and the fasted state, then you're not going to be able to utilize what you already have consumed the day before and give your body enough time to get into storage. We want to create the opportunity for our body to get into that storage. Storage is the dead and damaged cells. Storage is the inflammation. Storage is the extra weight. Storage is the brain fog. Storage is the body weight that you are finding very difficult for your body to let go of. That is the energy environment that we want to create in this time frame here, which is why we want to spend that extra 2 hours here. It's just expediting the healing process for you. Now, one of the questions that I get from a lot of women in this community is, do I have to fast for 20 hours forever? Absolutely not. Like I explained, the 16-hour window of fasting, so 16-8 or 18-6, these are both very well established fasting protocols for people who just love fasting. They thrive in a fasting environment and probably consider themselves healed. So they're just maintaining a healthy lifestyle. But what I can say about the 20-hour fast and the 4-hour feast is it can be your in your hip pocket go-to fasting protocol if you feel like you need a reboot, if you feel like you need to tap into some storage, if you feel like you need to get that energized sense of calm back. And what I mean when I say the energized sense of calm is that it's that sustained energy level that you can have in a fasted state without having to put energy into your body in a new experience. Your body's going to find the energy from within. If you've ever suffered from hypoglycemia, then you know that energy can take a high and energy can take a dip, and energy can take a high and energy can take a dip. And oftentimes, when that energy takes a dip, we unconsciously make a decision to eat because we don't feel good and we think that that's the signal that our body's sending us. And what that ends up doing is putting us in this endless cycle of being a hypoglycemic. I say that as an ex hypoglycemic. I used to be that girl that had the highs and the lows and would absolutely crash on the low. And that's what led to insulin resistance and pre diabetic conditions as my body's hormones started to change. So, to end that cycle, we force our body to tap into this energy source so that we don't hit the low. You're at a constant energy high that is sustained throughout your fasting window. You don't have the emotional and mental dips either. So that's where the energized sense of calm comes from. Your mental clarity comes back, your emotional stability comes back, and you can thrive in that state of hunger because your body is going to satisfy that by going into storage and consuming what you say you're not happy with. So you don't have to do this forever, but it is a tool once you gain that fasting maturity, you gain the confidence in the 20-hour fast, and you trust what your body is capable of doing for you when you respect that fasted state and then feast will to support what it is your expectations are for tomorrow. You can jump in and out of the 20-hour fast whenever you want to get that win. We have so many women in our community that are just thriving in the 20-hour fast and don't ever step out of it because it's where they found they're happy and they're healthy. It's up to you what fasting protocol you want to land on, and it's perfectly fine to ebb and flow your way in and out. The other thing that I love about the 20-hour fast and the 4-hour feast is you really get in tune with your body. Your body will be so dialed in to sending you very clear signs and signals about what is working for you and what is not working for you in regards to the choices that you're making for it. Again, let's go back to that 4-hour feasting window. When you consume something that causes inflammation, you will instantly become inflamed because your body will know how to send you that signal when it is had an opportunity to spend time in that 20-hour healing window. If you consume a food that you have an intolerance to, or maybe even an allergy to that you've never really connected, your body will send you a very clear sign and signal of that as well. And if you are paying attention, you will be able to put foods out of your feasting window that are going to keep you from looking and feeling your best. Another thing I really like to share in this community about this 20-hour healing fasting window and the very conscious 4-hour feasting window that we are going to create for ourselves is that your food intolerances and some of the foods that you might have thought were problematic will probably end up not being problematic for you anymore because your gut biome will also have an opportunity to heal itself, and there might be some foods that you thought were perfectly fine for you, and they might be the ones sending you the loudest signs and signals that they are just a no-go for you, and it's simply because you're paying attention and your body is getting very, very clear about what it's trying to tell you. That 20-hour fasted state really is an amazing opportunity for your body to have a stable healing environment. Your gut biome will heal. Your hormones will have an opportunity to balance out. And when I say hormones, I mean your hunger hormones. Your ghrelin, which is that audible sound we hear in our stomach when our stomach is grumbling because it's empty, that will settle down. Your neuropeptides will settle down, which mean the signals that your brain is sending to you that you want to eat something because it seems desirable, or you can look at foods that once were desirable for you and you no longer have an interest in consuming those. And then you have your leptin and your ghrelin as well, the two hormones that signal your fullness feelings and how your body is actually storing fat through the levels of insulin that your body is producing. It's fascinating. I want you to really think about the 20-hour fast and the 4-hour feasting window as an experiment for you. If what you are currently doing is not yielding you the results that you say that you want for yourself, and you are at your wits' end, give the 20-hour fast a try. Yes, it takes a little bit of buy-in. It takes a little bit of trust. And there will be a couple of days in the beginning that just feel a little bit uncomfortable. But I promise you, as soon as you get over the hump of those first couple of days, it'll just be a home run for you. And you'll be amazed at the healing opportunities your body will have. If you're the type of person that likes to go through these types of experiments with other women, we do offer a course. It's called the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman. There are 3 weeks of lessons that fall in the same timeline of changes that your body is going through as you're incorporating this 20-hour fast into your lifestyle. Then we also have 30 days of a community group where you can interact with other women in class and you can personally ask me questions that maybe aren't covered in class that are just more individualized to you. I'm there to make sure you get all your questions answered. I know there's lots of information available today and there's all kinds of scientific data, and you're either in the camp where you're loving fasting or you're a skeptic of fasting, but I will always stand on the grounds that the 20-hour fast is the magic that most women really need in their lives, especially as they are transitioning through these seasons of menopause. You get a break from having to chase food. Your body has an opportunity to have a really clean energy source that will sustain you throughout your day. And you will be absolutely amazed at all the little pesky things that are going on with your body that you don't know how to fix will just be fixed on their own. If you're interested in jumping into class with us, I always have the information about our course sign up down in the description box below, as well as including it in a little card here on my YouTube video. If you have any questions about the 20-hour fast or you're curious if it might work for you, leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you are a graduate of our course or you are a woman who's maybe watched some of our YouTube videos and are thriving or found benefits in the 20-hour fast, please leave those in the comment section below as well. It is so encouraging for other women to hear your stories. It gives them hope. It gives them that confidence that this just might work for them as well. I will always love the 20-hour fast. I am currently in a season where I'm ebbing and flowing through my own fasting protocols because of the healing benefits that I have received from living this intermittent fasting lifestyle for almost a decade now. And that's what I hope for you. Thanks for watching today's video. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure you've hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed. Also, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And as always, I love hearing from you. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great rest of your day.